Merry Christmas, everyone. Welcome to number 4 of our Christmas decorating video series. I've waited to post this video until December actually got here. Here's why. I wanted to add fresh greens to all of my arrangements throughout my home, as well as my tree, my garland, my fireplace. It's what makes Christmas Christmas for most of us. I've had people leave comments and I agree. Artificial, not my favorite either. But let me just tell you, I use artificial because I live in California and it's dry and hot, unfortunately. But the last week, from the 17th through the 25th, I add lots of fresh greens throughout my home. And filming this at night, I apologize, it's the only time my house is completely quiet. So that's why I'm doing it. But imagine that through these dark windows would be daylight. You'll see here that we have beautiful plates. I went with just plain white on gold lame, the double placemats. On the base, I have a rectangular gold lame, and on the top, I have a round. And the reason I do that is I find that for me, placemats can be frustrating. They're usually too small, and I want to put my appropriate silverware and utensils on there along with my drinks. In this case, since it's for breakfast, we have coffee cups and water glasses. And I go ahead and I use colored water goblets because I think it adds a little bit of a festive look. I went with something simple and clean because after all, it's Christmas morning. It also happens to go with my beach-inspired theme that I've done throughout my home this year. I didn't bring too many shells in this. I brought more of the snowflakes. I have the beautiful lucite Christmas tree, my Wolford candles, which, by the way, if you want to buy something for your home as an accessory piece that's investment, they really aren't that expensive, but they're not cheap either. And I just placed them about on top of this beautiful iridescent tinsel, which in and of itself gives such a lovely Christmas look. This will be the table that my family is greeted with on Christmas morning when we have breakfast. Not sure what I'm going to put on the plates because if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I have divulged I'm not a cook. But I'm sure my husband will rustle up something really yummy to put on those plates. And it's going to look good, right? That's half the battle. I mean, think of all the delicious food out there that just gets slopped on a plate. I mean, somehow, somewhere God should have made, and probably did, I think her name is Martha Stewart, someone who could do the two and bring them together. I'd love to hear from you how you plan to set your table on Christmas morning. Now, let me just tell you this. This is a luxury that is afforded people like myself whose children are grown. My kids are not at home. I can assure you, when I had little tots at home, this didn't happen. We didn't even have breakfast, as I recall. We just rushed straight to the tree. I bought these at Target. They're white, and that kind of went with my theme this year with the beach-inspired modern look. I took some greens that look to me very natural, although they're not. I am going to put natural greens in them though. I wrapped this beautiful fishnet type ribbon that has the wire in them, and I cut the fishtails at the end, wrapped it in and around. There's all these little, these are just like little pegs and pieces that you get at Michael's or wherever you buy your floral supplies. And I just literally tuck them in. I don't even secure them. I know you probably should, but I figure it's not going to be up that long. And it's not holding up a building or anything. Find your little snowflakes. I tucked some seashells in. Again, I sprinkled some iridescent glitter on my seashell. Beautiful white poinsettia. And then these right here, I thought these were so pretty. These are the stocking holders, and I found these at Target again. I love Target. Anyway, I thought these were so pretty and went great with my theme, and they were very affordable. I think they were like $9 or something like that. So I got a couple of those to hang these up. I also included an angel in here, and she has the gold. And I love that because I think angels are so Christmassy. So I just love them. And then I have the bows in here. There's pine cones tucked in here. And then in throughout, you'll also see that I just set some little turquoise Christmas balls back in here, just sort of dropped them in. And what I like is I don't like everything to be like at you at once. I like for people to walk up to something, one of my decorations, and I like them to stare at it. And as they look, their eye begins to go deeper into this particular garland, and they see things that they didn't see at the first glance. To me, again, that's the magic and the yumminess of Christmas. So I think it's pretty. I think it's got a lot on it, but because the colors are so soft and light, it doesn't come across as, I don't think, too much. So That's my fireplace this year. For my family, the whole reason for Christmas is Christ's birth, and we celebrate Christ's birth. So over here I have Joseph and Mary with this kind of a scene from behind. It looks like Jerusalem. I know they weren't in Jerusalem. I hope it looks like Bethlehem. And I keep it very simple because I don't think Jesus is about bling, although he loves me. And I sort of have some bling to me. But I keep it simple. So that's there. And then on this side, I put my shepherd. The shepherd is over here. He's among the stack of 3 Christmas trees that are lit with nothing but clear lights. And I then took, now here you see, aha, take a piece of it. This is fresh something or other, part of a tree. I bought it at the Christmas tree farm. How natural. And they swore to me it was real. No, it was. Well, I was there when they opened the package and this woof of smell came out and I went, I want to have that. Give it to me. And they said it would be $300 and I said, okay, just give me a piece of it. So I got more than this, but not a whole lot more. It's very expensive in California. Those of you who live in Minnesota, be happy at Christmas time. Don't be so happy though in the summer because it gets very muggy from what I understand. I love to hear from you. I love to hear what you have to say, your comments. I'm sharing with you my tradition this year. I guess that doesn't really count for tradition because tradition means you've been doing it for a while. Does that lens make me look fat? If so, we're never using it again. You're gonna have a very narrow view of my home from now on.